Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me.
Yeah.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Gotta do a quick sound check real quick. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful night. We're going to mark, and I have to get this off my chest real quick. And it's about Aaron Rodgers. I have to get it off my chest. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Let me just make sure. Sound check. Sound check, sound check, sound check. All right, so I sound good. Okay, cool. All right, so how is everybody, first and foremost, how is everybody doing today? Shout out to my guy, Daniel. Shout out to my boy, Skolden. Yes, go, Daniel and Skolden. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that's in the building, man. I truly appreciate y'all, man, for vibing with me. And let me say this, man, like, God bless the both of y'all. And hopefully y'all having a wonderful night. We're going to do a mock. Let's mock. But before I get to the mock, shout out to Knowledge. What's going on? Shout out to you, my guy. Appreciate you. Skull to the bowl. You know those vibes. Let's get it. And we going live. Hey, listen here. Skull, baby. Skull. Y'all know those vibes. Let's get it. Let's get it. Going crazy on this live. Listen, we going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game. Also, what else we doing? We going live for the draft. Also, I'm going to go live I'm going to be buying like cards, right? I'm going to be buying like NFL cards, and I'm going to do live streams, and we're going to just pretty much, I'm going to open it on live when I'm live, and we're going to see what we get. So we're going to have card reveal live streams as well. So it's about to be lit over here. It is lit over here. Skull to the bull. And I'm doing good. It's been a long time since. Yes, man. I'm so happy that you're in the chat, man. I'm so happy that everybody's in the chat, man. Hopefully y'all like enjoying y'all days, and let's have fun with this live stream. I'm gonna definitely be talking my talk. Y'all know I'm gonna be talking my talk, y'all.
Talk.
Hey, listen. Y'all know I'm gonna talk my talk, but let's start it off right here. Excuse me. We're gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers, y'all. For the first segment, and listen, I need y'all to let me know in the comments below how you feel about Aaron Rodgers, because this man would not give up. I don't understand. Like, people were saying I was crazy like 5 months ago. Why are you talking about Aaron Rodgers? He's not coming to the Vikings, bro. All the stuff that's been coming out about this guy wanting to come to the Vikings, if it wasn't for J.J. McCarthy, if it wasn't for us drafting J.J. McCarthy with the 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft, I promise you, I guarantee you that Aaron Rodgers would have been on the Minnesota Vikings by now. I'm just keeping it all the way real with y'all, bro. I'm keeping it all the way real with y'all, but hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, let's get straight to it, right? And this is written by Anthony Miller, right? And he talks about Aaron Rodgers, and we're going to get to the quotes, right? We're going to get to all the quotes, but let's start from the beginning of this article. I'm going to kind of read through it, but this is what he said. The ever-involving saga of Aaron Rodgers and the Minnesota Vikings continue to have more intriguing insights. Minnesota had a tough decision to make this offseason regarding quarterback position. It was between their young first-round pick, J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold, and Aaron Rodgers. Darnold decided, y'all understand they didn't put Daniel Jones in there. Look, I ain't trying to laugh, y'all. But they didn't say Daniel Jones. They said skedaddle, hasta la vista, hasta luego, adios. They said skedaddle, Daniel Jones. You know what I mean? I'm not hating. I'm just stating. I'm not hating. I'm just stating, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean? Darnold decided to pack his bags and head to the Seattle Seahawks after conversations. With Rodgers, the Vikings sided with McCarthy as starter in 2025. And that is for right now. See, we don't know. Shout out to my guy from New Mexico, Eric, is in the building. He says, Skull, Mr. Talk, that talk. Y'all know the vibes. Mike Sports Vasco, brother. What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Let's go to the bowl. Low-key begging to be invited. Yes, we gonna get into it, knowledge. We gonna get into it, my brother. My brother from another mother. All y'all my brothers from another mother. Y'all my YouTube family. Hey, listen. All y'all my brothers from another mother. What's going on, everybody? Let's go to the bowl. Now, this man's pretty much begging, but I'm gonna get to that, y'all. I'm gonna get to that. Let me cook a little bit. Let me cook like Crazy is cooking this off season. Crazy's been cooking. Let's get an applause to Crazy. Let's give applause to Crazy, right? Amazing all season. All right, so let's read what Aaron Rodgers has said recently. And this is coming from, excuse me, y'all, my allergies. Sports Illustrated Albert Breer. Share more about what was behind the scenes with the Minnesota Vikings decision at quarterback. The conversations first started with two quarterbacks who were to be set as free agents, Darnold and they talking about Daniel Jones now. We ain't even talking about that. Listen, Sam Darnold, hope the best for you, bro. Skedaddle, hasta la vista. We're not paying you, bro. I hope the best for you until you go against the Minnesota Vikings. And when we go against the Seattle Seahawks, if we play them this season, we're gonna beat the brakes off of the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, I don't care. Sam Darnold had a great season, but the past is the past. He used to be our quarterback, but now he's not. Now it's J.J. McCarthy time, ladies and gentlemen.
Talk that talk.
All right, so let's get to what Sam Darnold has said. Sorry, I'm not allergies. All right, so this opened up the door to where Rodgers would come into the picture. Breer depicts the pitch Rodgers made to the Vikings to join the team in 2025. Now, all this pitching and all this, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, we don't want you, bro. We don't want you. Sorry, I'm gonna drink some water. Hold on, y'all. I gotta drink some water, y'all. Sorry about that. All right, so listen. This is what Aaron Rodgers is saying. Is this Breer saying this? I think this is Breer. This is not Aaron Rodgers, but this is what he's getting from all the rumors and speculation. It's not even speculation. I think this is all facts right here. So this is what he's saying. Which is where Rodgers entered the equation when the 4-time MVP reached out to the Minnesota Vikings, begging. He wants to be in the purple and gold so bad. This man is desperate to be in the purple and gold, y'all. Like, he's desperate. With the idea of making a 1-year run at the Lombardi and tying it, excuse me, y'all, I'm so sorry. It to being a willing mentor for McCarthy. Let me pause it right there. First and foremost, right? You acting like, how old is Aaron Rodgers? 40, 41? I don't even understand. I don't know how old he is. I know he's in his 40s, right? You acting like you coming to the Vikings. I know the Vikings is lit. I know the Vikings got a good all-around team. But come on, bro. You're not in your prime, bro. I don't know what his numbers was when he was with the Jets last year. I don't think they were impressive. They was all right. He wasn't at an MVP level last season, bro. Stop the cap, bro. I don't know what you think this is.
The cap.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Stop the cap, bro.
The cap.
You think it's worth missing another year of J.J. McCarthy's rookie deal? And then we're not going to know what J.J. McCarthy can do? We believe what he can do, but we don't actually know what he can do. And the whole point of drafting a rookie top 10, you know what I mean, the first time in Minnesota Viking history in 2024 NFL draft was to build around him and pay these players that we've been paying this offseason. I don't want to waste another year, bro. I really don't. And then let's get to the mentorship. You just talking out your... Bro, you not serious, bro. Let's keep it real. You is not serious, bro. I'm hitting you with the nah, bro.
Nah, bruh.
You not serious.
Nah.
You do not want to mentor McCarthy, bro. You probably would. Look, and I don't know if... Look, what I'm hearing is Aaron Rodgers is not... What should I say? He's not good in the locker room, bro. He divides locker rooms. I don't think he's good for the Minnesota Viking culture. I'm not saying the man's a bad guy. He's old. That's what my guy said. What'd he say? He said, don't need him at all. Vikings need to believe in J.J. McCarthy's skull. Skull. Facts, bro. Like, why would you waste another year of his rookie contract for a guy that's 40 years old that hasn't been playing the best? I'm not doing it. Like, the only quarterback, there's a couple quarterbacks I would choose over, you know what I mean, JJ McCarthy. Patrick Mahomes is number one. And we ain't getting no Patrick Mahomes. Now, if we get a chance to get a Patrick Mahomes, we win in like 5 Super Bowls in a row. And that's just my honest opinion. That's how great I think Patrick Mahomes is, even though he got the brakes beat off of him by the Philadelphia Eagles. And I hate to admit that because I'm from the area and I can't. You know what really sucks? You know what I was just thinking? The Eagles been to 3 Super Bowls, right? 4 Super Bowls, I think, since I've been a Viking fan, right? When they lost to the Patriots, right? When they had McNabb and Andy Reid and all them, right? They've been to 3 Super Bowls since that Super Bowl, right? They won 2 Super Bowls. And I don't regret being a Viking fan from Pennsylvania, right? What I regret is witnessing the Eagles winning 2 Super Bowls before I got to witness the Vikings in 1 Super Bowl, y'all. And I'm salty about it. I'm going to talk about it. I don't care. Listen, I'm going to talk about it.
Talk.
But getting back to what I was saying, you do not want to mentor JJ McCarthy. That's all cap, y'all. That's cap. You trying to make it sound good. Yeah, it sounds good, but we don't want you in our locker room. And look, I might be 100% wrong. They might be waiting until after the draft to make this big decision and say to the Viking fan base, we're going in the direction of Aaron Rodgers, which I know that's not going to happen. I'm just saying. And if he does happen to be a Viking one day, I'm going to cheer for the team regardless. I'm not going to like it because I want JJ McCarthy to do his thing. I believe in what this man has. You know what I mean? So I don't have nothing personal against, I don't feel any type of way about Rodgers, and I know that he's an all-time great quarterback, but bro, you're not in your prime. If you was in your prime, I wouldn't even second guess this conversation, bro. You're not in your prime. I know you're a Super Bowl champion. I know you're 4 NFL MVP. You got 4 MVPs in the NFL, which is amazing. That's absolutely amazing, right? And you have an MVP in the Super Bowl. You're a 10-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first-team All-Pro. You know what I mean? And led the NFL in passer rating and passing touchdowns multiple times. He also holds, he's a very good quarterback throughout the history. But you're at the end of your career. You're pretty much done. And I think the only option for Aaron Rodgers is to either go to the Pittsburgh Steelers, which I don't know why that didn't happen, or he's just going to have to wait for an injury for one of these teams that one of their quarterbacks one of these top quarterbacks get hurt, and they're going to sign Aaron Rodgers, right? So that's the only thing I can see happening. But I'm over this whole conversation about Aaron Rodgers. I just want this man to either retire or sign with another team, and you're not going to be on the Minnesota Vikings, so you got to relax, bro. It's not happening. What'd he say? He said 1 year run at the Lombardi and tying it to being a willing mentor to McCarthy. I read that. The team felt it had to listen to the proposition, of course, was different than the other 2. They'd be jamming the pause button on the idea of playing McCarthy rather than generating competition and multiple quarterback options. Now, listen, the Vikings are done. The Vikings are done with Aaron Rodgers, and it is what it is. Yeah, he's 41 years old, man. Last season, he was 5-12. When's the last time Aaron Rodgers won a dang on Super Bowl? I'm not trying to come at Aaron Rodgers, y'all. I really ain't. But I'm just trying to make my point. This man ain't the same. He won his last Super Bowl in 2011, bro. Where are we at? What year are we in? What year are we in, y'all? I'm going to look at my phone real quick. What year are we in right now? Because I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But I don't think I'm tripping. We're in 2025, right? So how many years ago was that when he was a champion? 14 years? So you're telling me, you making it seem like you this guy, like you Patrick Mahomes in your prime. You're trying to make it seem like you're Aaron Rodgers in your prime. You're not, bro. Skedaddle. We're done with this conversation. On to the next. Let's mock, y'all. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm done with that segment, bro. I'm over it, bro. All right, so if they decided to roll with AR, I'm riding, I believe, purple. Right. I'm riding with AR. Listen, if they somehow made the decision to go Aaron Rodgers, I got no choice but to cheer for him, right? I bleed purple for life. But I'm not, listen, I would not be excited. I would feel some type of way because I would feel like this coaching staff does not believe in the quarterback that they chose. And then the rumors are true that they honestly didn't really want J.J. McCarthy. They probably wanted Michael Penix. They probably wanted Drake May. They probably wanted Caleb. So that would be like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that, y'all. Sounds like Aaron Rodgers is becoming a bandwagon player. Yes, he is a bandwagon player. Aaron Rodgers is a bandwagon player. Who gives you the best chance to win? All right, so listen. Next year, right? If and look, and I agree with what you're saying. Like like look. And my question to my whole thing is this. My bad, y'all. I've been coughing on this whole stream. But I think that Aaron Rodgers might give us the best chance next year. I honestly do. And that's only because it's a mystery. But I don't really know that for sure because we didn't think we was going to win 14 games last season with Sam Darnold. Nobody could tell me that they knew that we was going to win 14 games last season in 2024 season with Sam Darnold. Nobody could sit here and tell me that. Even the most delusional Viking fan, including myself, because I'm a delusional Viking fan myself. I don't care. I rock. I bleed purple. It is what it is. Nobody thought that was going to happen. So who's to say J.J. McCarthy can't go on to have a season like Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels was a rookie. Jaden Daniels got to the NFC Championship game. I'm not saying that J.J. McCarthy will be on that level like Jaden Daniels. I don't really know. But who's to say that he can't accomplish that? Especially with the team we have now. Our trenches are built to win now. This is not the normal Viking team. Our team is built in the trenches for the first time, the best since I don't know when. On defense, the best since the William Wall. If you know who I'm talking about, you know. Kevin Williams and Pat Williams. You know what I mean? So, our offensive line is amazing. We got our center. We got Will Fries. We got Kelly. We looking good. We got two of the best tackles in the NFL in Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill. This is not the normal team, bro. He can honestly go on a run. He might not win 14 games. Look, and I don't even care for it. If it happens, I'll be happy. I'm not going to turn it down. I wouldn't mind having home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But what's more important? Being healthy when it counts the most. Dylan, what's going on, bro? Being healthy when it counts the most and making a run. I don't want to have the best record in the NFC and lose in the first round. And I don't think we're going to do that with a guy like J.J. McCarthy. I feel like he has that it factor. But we shall see. That's why you can't be upset. Yeah, Vikings spoke. Yeah, I'm not upset that they spoke with him. I'm just I would have mixed feelings if they happen to go that route. But I would understand it. For a 1-year rental, I understand it. But at the same time, you're wasting another year off of J.J. McCarthy's rookie contract. You know what I mean? And then you're not going to know what this man can do still. Like, I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk that. This team is so loaded. I feel like I could step in. Yeah, this team is loaded, bro. Like, real talk. And that's why he wants to come to the Vikings. Look, I don't blame him. I don't blame any team that wants to come to the Vikings. Any quarterback that wants to come to this team. Any quarterback from any of these other teams. I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes would say, yo, if I could go to the Vikings, I'd probably go to the Vikings right now. This team is amazing. This team is absolutely amazing, bro. You know what I mean? But let's get to the mock draft, y'all. Let's get to the mock draft. And I made a short, y'all. I made a short. Hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Please hit that like button. When you hit the like button, it pushes it out to the YouTube community so we can get some more Viking fans over here. And like I said, we're going live for absolutely every game. We're going live for the draft. And we're going live for card reveals. I'm going to be buying cards, football cards. I'm going to open up single packs on the live stream. And we're going to look at these cards together. So hopefully we get some rare cards. I don't really know too much about football cards, but I'm assuming if you have an autograph or something like that, it should be good, right? But All right, let's get to the mock. And I put a short out earlier, and I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. I think the Vikings are trading back in the 2025 NFL draft. I know that's not rocket science. A lot of people feel like that. I feel like it's two scenarios this could go. We're trading back no matter what, in my honest opinion. We're going to trade back later in the first round, but keep our first round pick. Or we're going to trade out of the first round altogether and get a high second round pick. And we're going to draft the best corner available. And I said Trey Amos from Ole Miss. I think that's the route we're going. But listen, we'll see what happens. But I think they're going best corner available. It could be safety. It could be defensive tackle. It could be multiple positions. It could be a guard, or it could be that too. But my honest opinion is they're going to go corner, best corner available. And I think at that point in the draft, I think the best corner is going to be Trey Amos. But you know my favorite corner is, right? I'm not worrying about Travis Hunter. We're not getting him, right? We're not going to be high enough to get him. We're not high enough to get him. So my favorite corner is Jahdae Barron from Texas. So I like him. I like Trey Amos. I think the other guy from Michigan, is he Will Johnson? I forgot. I think that's his name. But I like Trey Amos and I like Jahdae Barron. I wouldn't be mad if they stick and pick for two players, Jahdae Barron and Kenneth Grant. But let's get to the mock, y'all. Let's get to the mock. And excuse me for all my coughing. My allergies are just acting up. All right, so listen. 7-round mock draft. Let's get straight to it. So, excuse me. Oh, my gosh. All right, so let me be nosy. We do have some trade offers, and we will be trading back. So Cam Ward went number 1. Travis Hunter went number 2. Mason Graham went number 3 to the Giants. That's a surprise. Where's Shedeur Sanders going to be drafted? Carter went 4 to the Patriots. Wow. Genty went 6 to the Raiders. Oh, man, my boy Jahdae Barron went 8 to the Panthers. Man. Where is Will Johnson? Yeah, from Michigan. That's the other corner I like too. Shedeur Sanders went to the Cardinals at 16. Wow, they moving on from Kyler Murray. Oh, snap. All right, so we on the clock, y'all. 24th pick. We going to trade back. y'all. We going to trade back. How y'all feeling about trading back, man? Look, you know who, look, the dang on Lions want to trade with us, bro. Listen, we going to do it, though. We going to get a lot back. We're going to get a lot back, though, bro. We're going to trade 4 spots. I need your fourths. And since you want to be a smart behind, hey, matter of fact, look, I want that second round pick, though. Hold on, bro. I want that second round pick. We're going to make it work. I'll give you my third. Give me your second. But I need both of your fourths. See if this gets accepted. Let's see if this gets accepted, y'all. So the 24th and the 97th for the 28, 60, 102, and 130. 4% chance. Oh, it gets accepted. So we traded back 4 spots. And I didn't even look at the board because I don't want to even look at it because I feel like I'm going to want to draft somebody before I made that trade. All right, so we on the clock at 28. We have 2 trade offers. I'm going to look at it. No, we're not. We're going to draft a player. So what are we doing here, y'all? Yes, trading back. We trading back, Skolden. All right, so we did trade back. Let me make myself a little bit smaller right here. All right, so listen. What are we doing here? We could go tight end. Loveland. We could go Luther Burden the third. We can go defensive tackle. Oh my gosh. He's moving up on the board. Omar Norman Lott. We can go Gray Zabel. We can go Kevin Winston Jr. safety. We can go Trey Amos. I might go Trey Amos because that's who I think we're going to get. But what do y'all feel like we should do? I'm going to look at the chat. What do you think we should do here? I feel like we should honestly, to keep it real with y'all, go corner. I think we need to go corner. So let me look at his stats. So he improved every year, played 13 games, 2 touchdowns on him, 3 interceptions. Coverage grade 85.6. Run defense 81.0. He's a very good tackler. Man, he's a solid man coverage as well. So he's versatile. 6'1", 190. Amos brings an ideal blend of size, movement, skills, and coverage scheme versatility to the cornerback position. While his explosiveness and speed aren't anything special, his 2024 film shows he has a cornerback 2 floor in the NFL with the potential to be a cornerback 1. So I like that. I think I honestly want to go there. You said, is Derek Harmon there? Is Derek Harmon there? I don't think he is. I'm going to go to defensive line. Let's see where he's at. I don't think he is, bro. Oh, he is. So they got him as number 42. They got Omar Norman Lott. He is moving up the board. He was not this high, I don't think. Wow. So you want to go Derek Harmon? Honestly, I would love to go corner, but I'll do whatever y'all want me to do. I could go defensive tackle. They got Omar Norman Lott. Let me read up on his bull. So 5 sacks, 9 hits, 13 hurries, 315 pounds. Norman Lott possesses more NFL potential than his snap counts and stats say. Look at his grades and win rates for clearer picture. He's an athletically gifted, undersized 3 technique who with better hand usage and pass rush plans can be a contributing starter. 6'3", 315 pounds. PFF Big Board ranks him 27th best player in the 2025 NFL draft. Now, what pick do we have after this? All right, I'll go Derek Harmon. The next pick we have is 60. So I'm gonna go Harmon, because that's your guy. I'm gonna go Harmon from Oregon. And then we got 60, which is second round. So in the second round, what are we doing in the second round? Can we go corner here? We could go corner. We could go safety, Kevin Winston Jr. My only problem is the man partially torn his ACL. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not trying to do that, bro. I know how good he is when he was playing. He was amazing. They said Winston's tape and athleticism that he showed off in 2023 made him a prospect worthy of going in the first round. While his recent injury muddies his projection, he's still one of the top safeties available if he can fully recover. Which, I don't know if I want to go that route. And I rock with Penn State. You know I'm from Pennsylvania. Philly, everything must have football. Y'all know how I feel about Penn State. But I'm not getting a player in the second round, even though his potential was very high. I could go that route, though. If that's what y'all want me to do, I'll go that route. We do have trade offers, too. Hold on, let me see what we can do real quick. Let's see if we can cook a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I trade back 7 spots, and I get a third-round pick. How would y'all feel about that? Let's see if they accept it. If they don't, then it is what it is. Oh, so I traded back and got another third-round pick. All right, so we still got Kevin Winston on the board. So I traded back 7 spots. Oh, that's a third-round pick. Dang, so I traded a late second for, hold on, let me see. Let me see what that was, bro. Hold on. Yeah, so a late second for an early third and an extra third. So 2 third-round picks. So we have some picks to go, bro. All right, so 67. What are we doing? I could go safety here. You said fullback, cornerback. Cornerback. You want to go cornerback? The best PFF is Benjamin Morrison. We could go Demetrius Knight Jr. linebacker. That's another good move that we could go. Let me look at the cornerback room. For the CBs, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Like when it comes to the CBs, yeah, he's definitely the top dog. We could go Benjamin Morrison. When he got hurt, he only played 6 games. So 11 innings following the season, full-time starter. Missed a good chunk of the state national championship run due to a hip injury. Gosh, Lee, shouldn't affect him long term. It says shouldn't affect him long term. Sorry, y'all. I don't know about the injury players, bro. I mean, I don't know, bro. How y'all feel about Morrison, Benjamin? What's going on, Too Evil? Steve, what's going on, everybody? Fat Boy Yogi, shout out to everybody in the building. We here in the building. Everybody in the building. The family is here. So far, for the mock draft, we traded back with the dang on Lions and drafted Derek Harmon. So and then I traded back we had a additional second round pick for that. And then I traded back from the second round pick, a late second round pick for pretty much 2/3. So we had 3 third-round picks. We have 1 4th, 1 5th, and 1 6th. And I think we need to go corner here. I think the smart move to go is corner. Eric. I think we're going to go corner here. So we're going to go Benjamin Morrison from Notre Dame. We're still in the 3rd round. Now I'm going to go safety, Andrew Makuba. And we're still in the 3rd round, y'all. We're still in the 3rd round. So, what am I doing here? I'm best player available. 7 sacks, 7 hits, 12 games played. Run defense grade is good. Pass rush 65.6. All right, so 6'3", 250 pounds. All right, how do you say his name? While Alejo, Aluwafim, man, I'm jacking up his name, bro. Listen, bro, I'm not trying to jack up this man's name. Listen, bro, I mean no disrespect, bro. I mean no disrespect. I'm going to just say he offers positional versatility. An NFL team will get the best return on investment by keeping him at edge defender. Athleticism, explosiveness, and long arms are very nice foundation, and appears his best years as a pass rusher are still ahead of him. All right, so was a 3-star prospect who played in 2 colleges, blah, 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 blah. So he lacks experience in fully formed pass rush. Impressed the senior bowl practices. I think I might go this route. I think you can never go wrong with a lot of pass rushers, bro. I feel like you can't go wrong with a lot of pass rushers. How do y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about going pass rush? I feel like you can never go wrong with too many players that can get after the quarterback. We could go wide receiver Kyle Williams. That's another good pick right there. You feel me? Let me look up Kyle Williams real quick, just because. So yeah, 1,196 receiving yards, 17.1 per catch, 14 touchdowns, 6 foot, 186 pounds. Williams is an undersized, but his game hints at big time potential. His release package, quick feet, and ability to build speed as routes progress give him a starting caliber ceiling with, in theory, the versatility to line up at any of the 3 receiver spots. I like that. So that's another route we could go, bro. We could go Damian Martinez. My homie likes Damian Martinez. I like him too. So there's different routes we can go here, y'all. Like, I don't know. I need y'all to tell me this. I don't know who to pick. I have no clue who to pick. I think I'm going to go, if I had to choose, I have to choose, right? I have to choose. I'm gonna go the potential of this guy. I feel like I cannot pass up getting after the quarterback. We have so many pass rushers, but I feel like you can never have enough, bro. Like, it is what it is. All right, so we're in the 4th round, 28th pick in the 4th round, and Kyle Williams drops right to us. But we could double down on defensive tackle. We can get the teammate of Derek Harmon and get Jamari Caldwell. Why not get his teammate, bro? How y'all feel about getting his teammate? So, Jamari Caldwell. Let me look him up real quick. So 1 sack. All right, 6'1", 340 pounds. All right, Caldwell was a 0-star offensive line recruit. But he did his thing. All right, so Caldwell brings intriguing quickness on top of ideal size for NFL nose tackle. He's likely won't be a big backfield presence, but he can be a good rotational nose tackle for an odd front defense. I think I'm going to double down and get Derek Harmon's teammate from Oregon. I think that is a fantastic idea. And listen, we have a lot of defensive tackles. Matter of fact, we got a lot of defensive tackles. I don't know if I should do that. We have a lot of defensive tackles, so let me not do that. I'm gonna go Kyle Williams, wide receiver, right here. Right. So now we in the 5th round, first pick in the 5th round. And shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Shout out to Steve. Shout out to my boy Yogi. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Skolden. Shout out to everybody that's in and out of the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. Right now, if you don't know, we got our guy, Derek Harmon, defensive tackle from Oregon. We went cornerback, Benjamin Morrison in the 3rd round. We went Andrew Makuba, safety out of Texas in the 3rd round. We made a trade, obviously. We made a trade. We made a trade. We got some 3rd round picks and all that. And we also went edge rusher, defensive end, and I don't want to jack his name up again. Oluwafemi Aladijo, and my bad if I jacked his name up. And then we went in the 4th round, wide receiver from Washington State, Kyle Williams. And I feel like it's just being proactive. I feel like he could be our 3rd wide receiver at the very least, in my honest opinion. And we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works for us. All right, so now we got the 5th round pick. And honestly, as much as I love Theo Jackson, I think I'm going to double down and draft R.J. Mickens from Clemens, safety. And we already got Makuba, safety. We're going to double down. We want to make sure our safety room is on point. Let me read up on him real quick. So he improved every season. Very good coverage grade. We need that. So he's 6 foot, 210 pounds. Mickens, the son of former New York Jet Ray Mickens, played a variety of secondary roles during his time in Clemson. This year, he was the veteran glue that held together a young group around him. In the process, he used his savvy and instincts to post an 89.8 coverage grade, which is amazing. That is amazing. Tied for 2nd best among power 4 safeties. Mickens' smarts and pedigree should give him a chance to find a role on an NFL roster. And he's 6 foot, 210 pounds, if I didn't say that already. And I think that is a very good pickup in the draft right now. We're getting him at pick 139. PFF got him as a, at 108 for a PFF grade. So I think R.J. Mickens doubling down on safety. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. Go to the bowl. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So we got one more pick. And I'm going to go the best, and I mean the best running back available. So whoever's the best running back, that's what I'm doing. Let's see who we got on the board that I think is the best. We got Ollie Gordon. A lot of people like Ollie Gordon, but I'm not picking Ollie Gordon this high. So they got Taj Brooks from Texas Tech. All right, let's start with this bull. What's up with him? 1,512 yards, 5.3 per carry, 199 receiving yards. Brooks brings a cerebral mentality to rushing, but in doing so, lacks play speed and north to south urgency. He brings plus third down abilities that will make him an NFL roster option, but he must work on putting his feet in the ground and getting upfield. Let me see if we got any trade offers real quick. Let me see if we got a trade offer. So listen, nah, we not. We gonna pick a player. So we ain't going that route. I think we good at the running back room right now. I don't know. I could go Ty Robinson. Yo, we going Ty Robinson. We double down on defensive tackle. Let me just look him up real quick. 6 sacks, 11 hits, 25 hurries. All right, so Robinson enjoyed the best season of his career in his 6th year, tallying a 79.5 pass rush grade. He's an elite athlete for the position who plays with a bully's mentality. Robinson has below average length and needs to play with better leverage, but he has the traits and motor to bet on his projected back up with the upside of one day becoming a starter. Okay. I think I'm going to go that route. Welcome to the Minnesota Vikings, Ty Robinson. So I need y'all to give me a letter grade in the comments, man. How y'all feel about this, man? He said no. He said skull. He said no. Oh, you didn't want me to draft him? My bad. I didn't even see that comment until now. And we're going to do another mock. So this is what we did. So we traded our first round pick, dropped 4 spots for the 28th pick, for our second round pick, which is the 60th, for a third round pick, and for a fourth round pick, which is 130. So we got the 28th, the 60th pick, the 102nd pick, 130th pick from the Lions, and we traded our 97th pick, the 24th pick, and we gained 2 more picks. And I feel like that's a good deal. That's a good deal in my opinion. But we still stayed in the third round. We only dropped a couple of spots in the third round, and then we got a 4th round pick too. So I like that. So we really gained a second and a 4th. We already had the first, you know what I mean? We already had the third, so we gained a 4th and a second. So then we drafted Derek Harmon. And salute to everybody that's in the building. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing. So we drafted Derek Harmon. They gave us a B. That's cap. Bro.
Stop the cap.
And then
Stop.
That's what we did in the third round.
The cap.
We traded in the second round. We actually traded because we had a late second round pick. So I traded our late second round pick, which is 60, for pick 67, which is our early third round pick. And then we gained an additional third round pick, which is the 94th pick. So we drafted Benjamin Morrison, A+. Dang it, A+? Okay. And then we went safety, Andrew Makuba, A+, bro. Oh my gosh, 2 A+. I think that's a rarity, y'all. For me, that's a rarity.
That talk.
And then I went pass rusher, Oluwafemi Alidijo. And if I jack this name up, my bad. I mean that in no disrespect. Defensive end. And I feel like you can't never have enough pass rushers, bro. So then I got him from UCLA. Then I went Kyle Williams from Washington State. They say he's a dog. They say he's that dude. You know what I mean? And he could be our third wide receiver and potentially our second wide receiver if we happen to not keep Jordan Addison. Just saying. Just being proactive. And then we doubled down on safety and drafted R.J. Mickens, B+ from Clemson. So we got our safeties together, bro. Makuba and R.J. Mickens, Theo Jackson, Josh Metellus. You know, we got a good safety room. Our safety room is lit. And don't forget about Harrison Smith. You feel me? So we just being proactive because we know Harrison Smith is about to retire. You feel me? And then we went defensive tackle Ty Robinson with the last pick. It gave me another A+, bro. I got 3 A+, y'all. Yo, it's a celebration, y'all. And they gave me an A+. That's 4 A+, baby. They gave me an A+. This is the first time I got an A+ on a draft, bro. Real talk. This is the first time. Nah, we don't need a quarterback. Shout out to Skull Mafia in the building. Y'all know those vibes, man. We about to do another mock draft. Sorry, y'all. We don't need a quarterback. We got J.J. McCarthy, bro. We got J.J. McCarthy. We don't need a quarterback, bro. We're gonna get we're gonna get Carson Wentz after the draft so we can keep our comp pick. But shout out to my bull Skull Mafia, Purple Gang in the building. I know those vibes. Let's get it. T.Y.'s in the building. You know what I mean? We got that bull Steve in the building. You know those vibes. We got, who else is in the building, man? Skull, yeah, hey, Scolding, you in the building. Shout out to my guy Scolding. Who else is in the building? Yogi's in the building. Too Evil was in the building. Dylan was in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. So listen, y'all. Gary, what's up with my guy Gary in the building? Hey, listen. Tell me how y'all feel about this mock, y'all. Listen, I traded with the Lions, bro, but I got a 2nd round pick and a 4th round pick. We kept the 3rd round pick. You know, I mean, we gave up 97, but we still in the 3rd round with 102. We traded back 4 spots. You know what I mean? We drafted Derek Harmon in the 1st round. We traded again from the 2nd to get 2 thirds. You know what I mean? So we drafted Benjamin Morrison, cornerback from Notre Dame. And then after we drafted the cornerback, we drafted our safety, Andrew Makuba, in the 3rd round, which they gave me an A+ for that, bro. I'm surprised, bro. I'm really surprised. And then in the 3rd round, because we had 3 3rd round picks, I was willing and dealing, bro. I was doing my thing, bro. And we drafted the defensive end, Alu Wajfimi. Look, I keep jacking his name up. From UCLA, they saying his potential is very, like, when it comes to, like, getting after that quarterback, and he didn't reach his ceiling. He has long arms. They saying that this man could be that dude. I'm not sure, though. But then in the 4th round, after I drafted our defensive end, because you can't have enough defensive ends, y'all. You just can't. You can't have enough players on the trenches to get after that quarterback. You know what I mean? And injuries happen. Not thinking that injuries are going to happen, but it just happens, bro. Just keep it real. We seen what happened to the Lions. The Lions didn't know what to do when multiple players on the defensive side of the ball got hurt. They were done. They won 15 games and lost in the 1st round because of their defense was so bad because they were so injured. So best player available in the 3rd round for the 102nd pick to get one of the best pass rusher in the draft right there. You can't get enough pass rushers. And then I went wide receiver Kyle Williams from Washington State. I'm hearing the man's a dog, and he could definitely be the 3rd wide receiver and potentially the 2nd wide receiver, depending on if Jordan Addison re-signs, which I don't think he is, or if he wants to get traded or whatever happens. But Kyle Williams, I'm hearing that he's that bull. And then we went Mickens. And then we went Mickens, y'all. We went Mickens in the 5th round. RJ Mickens, I'm hearing he's good. And then we went Ty Robinson from Nebraska, defensive tackle. They gave me an A+. They gave me an A+ for the whole draft. But shout out to everybody. Let's do another mock draft. And I'm going to need y'all for this mock. I'm going to need y'all for this mock. Let's start it right now. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this season. We're also going live for the draft, which is April 24th. And we're also going live for card reveals, which I'm going to be opening some cards, and we're going to see what we get. You know what I mean? Single packs of cards, NFL cards, and we'll see what happens. All right, so let's start this draft. Let's go to the bowl, everybody in the building. Y'all know the vibes. Let's get it. All right, so I'm being nosy. I'm going to the top. So, first and foremost, got it. All right, bro, Skull, great draft. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. Yo, listen, I'm surprised I got 3 A+, bro. I must have been really cooking on that draft. Like, real talk. Listen, I didn't know I was doing that good. I'm just having fun, enjoying the time with y'all. I didn't know that I was going to get 3 A+ on the picks, like on 3 of the picks, bro. That's crazy. I ain't never had that. I be getting Fs. I be getting Bs, C's, D's. All right, so anyway, so Cam Ward, hold on, what you saying in the comment? All right, Mr. Yes, let's go. It's only 1 month. Nah, we ain't worried about none of that you talking about, T.Y. We ain't worried about none of that you talking about. All right, let's get back to what I was saying. All right, so listen, we got Cam Ward number 1, Sanders went number 2, Travis went number 3, Carter went number 4. All right. That's all good. I ain't worried about none of that. Calvin Banks went number 20. All right. So we on the board, y'all. We got Walter Nolan dropping all the way to us, bro. And I'm going to trade back. I have a feeling we're going to trade back anyway. And I would love to get Nolan right here. I ain't going to say her and cap. And the Lions want to trade with us again, bro. So we'll give you this pick. Let's see if they accept this joint. Excuse me. All right, let's see if they accept this. Dang, bro. They're not trying to accept nothing. Let me get a future pick. I can get a future pick. They said no to that too. They tripping, bro. I got 2 more chances. Let me get a 6th round pick. I want one of your future picks. They said no to that. All right, never mind. Just do this right here. If you don't do this, then you capping, bro. You capping. They said no, bro. What the heck, bro? I literally just did this trade like last time. And look, we gonna have to just pick a player, y'all. We going Walter Nolan, bro. I'm not gonna say look. Listen. We gonna go Walter Nolan, bro. We gonna walk. Hey, listen, bro. We're not doing none of that. Fly, Eagles, fly. None of that. Stop the cap.
Stop.
We're not doing none of that, bro.
Cap.
Listen.
Really? Stop.
We're not doing none of that. He said Lions and Vikings both got questions. Green Bay got most stable. No, they don't. Green Bay has a good team, but no, they don't, bro. Our division is stacked, but the Vikings got the best team, bro. Overall, the only question we have, unfortunately, is our quarterback because we don't know what J.J. McCarthy's going to do. We believe in J.J. McCarthy, but to say that we know, we're not 100% sure. But other than that, our team is deeper than every team in the NFC North, bro. Hands down, bro. If you know what we did in the offseason, bro, you wouldn't be saying that, bro. You would not be saying that, bro. I respect your opinion, but I strongly disagree. Now, we're going to go Nolan. I'm not even going to sit here and just like play games, bro. I'm going Nolan right here. So 3rd round. What we doing in the 3rd round? 3rd round, we going. All right, so we got a trade offer. I need all these picks. Let's see if they accept this, George. No. All right, so you don't want to do that. I'll take 2 of your 4ths for this 3rd, but I need something else, bro. I need more, bro. I need more. Like, y'all going to have to give me a little bit more than these 2 4ths, bro. I need, what, this is a 6th round pick? Dang, they didn't want to accept that either. Dang, they tripping. They greedy. All right. So we traded back out of the 3rd. We got 2 4th round picks for it. 109, 132. I believe 132 is 4th, right? I hope so. For real. All right, so listen. What are we doing here? I'm going to go. What are we doing here, y'all? J.J. McCarthy got this. I believe McClellan was surprised. I think he will too, bro. Big facts. I'm going to go Harold Finnan Jr., bro. Tight end. 1,555 yards. That man's he's a catching wide receiver. He's a catching tight end. 6'4", 230 pounds. Yeah, we going to do this, bro. We're going to go tight end. I'm going to change it up. So we went tight end. So we went defensive tackle, then tight end. All right, so we're in the 4th round for our another pick. Let's see what they got over here. Nah, we going to pick. All right, so we're going to go. I don't think I could turn down R.J. Mickens. I really don't think or I could go Kyle Williams. I got to go Kyle Williams, bro. That's crazy work. Oh, my gosh. I got Kyle Williams, and I still got Mickens on the board with the top pick in the 5th round. So Mickens right here. Oh, that's what's up. I'm liking this draft already, bro. Ty Robinson. I'm going Ty Robinson automatic, bro. What's up with this boy Cameron Jackson? 342 pounds. Jackson's 6'6". Dang. Massive 6'6" and 328-pound frame. is designed to clog the A gaps and free up linebackers to make tackles. He earned at least a 76.0 run defense grade across the past 3 seasons. Team in search of a late round run stopper should be interested in Jackson, even if he's likely to be just an early down player. Whew. I like him, but I like Ty Robinson better. I like Ty Robinson better, bro. Like, let's keep it all the way 1,000, bro. And then the 206 pick in the 6th round. What are we doing here? I don't know what we're doing here. Let me see what best cornerback. See, this right here, I don't know, bro. I don't know if I like this draft as much. Zach Frazier. I'm going to go Zah Frazier. 6 interceptions. Wow. Coverage grade 82.5. Frazier's built and athleticism gives him an intrigue in ceiling as a day 3 bet to make. Though his game lacks refinement and anticipation in his lone year as a full-time starter, he did earn an 82.5 coverage grade thanks to a 19.5% force and completion rate. That's pretty good. Anything below 20% is solid. All right, so I'm going to go Zah Frazier, cornerback. How tall is he again? 6'3". Wow. You got to get his weight up. 185. You got to get his weight up. Zah Frazier, welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. All right, so then we got – oh, so that's it. That's it. So shout out to everybody in the building, man. We went corner. Yup, we got our corner, bro. We got our corner, bro. We got 2 of the best running backs, solid wide receiver. We ain't worrying about none of that you talking about. Hey, listen. We ain't worrying about none of that you talking about, bro. I don't care what they got. You know what I mean? I don't care what they got, bro. It is what it is. All right, let's get to what we did. And my bull Skoda said he's going to be 25. Yeah, as long as he's good for when he's 25, 25 ain't old. You know what I mean? Hopefully he's good. All right, so listen. Walter Nolan. That's an A+ they automatically. We traded back from the 3rd, 97th overall pick and got 2 4th-round picks, which I think that is good with a 6th-round pick. I think that's good. We drafted tight end Harold Finnan Jr., receiving tight end. I don't know about the blocking. I don't think he's that good at blocking. Then we went wide receiver in the 4th round, Kyle Williams, A+ for that. Then R.J. Mickens in the 5th round. This might be a better draft than the last draft. This is a good draft right here. R.J. Mickens right here, safety. And then we went Ty Robinson, defensive tackle again, double down again. And we got our cornerback, Zah Frazier. They gave me a C. They gave me an A+ for this draft. I think this is a solid draft right here, man. Like, I don't think there's no glaring needs that we have. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody in the building, man. I'm definitely excited for this upcoming season in 2025. And like I said before, I will be live for every game. You know what I mean? So if you're interested, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's definitely going down. Let's go to the bowl. Have a wonderful night. And as always, God bless. I'm out. Peace.
Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. Yeah. Mike Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man. Yeah. They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.